Much. Now, the NHS Trust, which runs a hospital in Coventry, has been given the Freedom of the City as a thank you for its support during the pandemic. The honour is in recognition of the efforts of staff at University Hospital, which was thrust into the global spotlight when it administered the first COVID-19 vaccine. Amy Cole reports.
Moments like these are really only reserved for the truly deserving. Today, Coventry City Council bestowed the Freedom of the City on the trust which runs Coventry Hospital for all its hard work during the pandemic, with doctors and nurses working flat out on the front line, busy trying to save lives.
We as a City Council and we as a city recognise the great work that was done and the bravery of people who actually worked on the front line at the hospital during COVID, because at the beginning of all that, nobody actually knew how this was all going to work out, and people were putting themselves at risk day in and day out.
The parade snaked round the council house and into the cathedral for a special service, a chance to remember the challenges and the dedication of many, such as Holly Randall, a modern matron who tried her best to help those sick with the disease and deal with families in deep distress.
The commitment and the passion of all our colleagues really shined through those dark days. I think that was what kept us coming back to work.
And how do you feel to have received the Freedom of the City?
It really is such an honour, and I think it wasn't really until today where I thought about it and sat through that service that you think, wow, what an achievement and what we've done through these past few years, and what we think now is normal actually isn't normal at all.
Ranveer Chavin, a biomedical scientist, went from working in a small virology team testing 8,000 samples a month to a round-the-clock laboratory testing 8,000 samples a week.
All of a sudden this pandemic hits and you're thrown into the limelight because we are doing the PCR testing for Coventry and Warwickshire, not a small area. And then to be here awarded with the Freedom of the City, it does mean a lot.
And who could forget that historic moment when Margaret Keenan became the first person in the world to receive the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine at Coventry Hospital back in December 2021. That was a proud moment, but so is today.
It's really quite difficult to say just how much I'm bursting with pride on behalf of all the 10,500 people who work at University Hospital Coventry and Warwickshire to get this amazing honour from the City of Coventry. During the pandemic, we started to feel really appreciated with clap for carers, etc., but this just absolutely tops everything.
A momentous day which celebrates the enormous contribution they made in helping the City of Coventry through COVID. Amy Cole, BBC Midlands Today, Coventry.
Absolutely, it really put us on the map, didn't it, around the world.